In 1968, one man tried to build the perfect bite, not the perfect meal, not even the perfect snack. Just one small curved piece of potato that would make your hand come back again and again and again. His name was Frederick Bohr. He was not a chef, he was a chemist, and his job was not to feed you. His job was to solve a problem for a corporation. The problem was simple. Broken chips do not feel engineered, so the chip had to be redesigned, stackable, identical, protected, predictable. A potato chip stopped being a slice of potato. It became a small edible machine, and today that machine is inside almost every snack aisle, but that was only the surface. In nature, food usually gives your brain one clear message: eat enough, get energy, stop. But modern snacks are built to interrupt that final word. When you bite a chip, your brain does not read one signal. It reads salt, fat, crunch, and speed. Salt tells the body minerals are here. Fat tells the body dense calories are here. Crunch tells the brain this is fresh. And speed tells the stomach, wait, did we even eat? That combination is not accidental. Food companies call it product development. A more honest name would be appetite engineering. The goal is not to make you full. The goal is to delay the moment you notice you are not hungry anymore. And the first weapon is salt. Your tongue has receptors that react quickly to sodium. For most of human history, that was useful. Salt was rare. Losing it could kill you. So the brain learned to pay attention. A chip exploits that ancient alarm. But salt alone would be too obvious, too much, and the body rejects it. So it needs fat. Fat softens the salt, carries flavor, and makes the mouth feel coated. The chip disappears fast, but the flavor stays behind. This creates a strange gap. Your mouth says, that was intense. Your stomach says, that was tiny. And your hand solves the disagreement. It reaches back in. But the most powerful part may be the sound. In the 1990s, researchers showed that louder crunch can change freshness perception. People do not just taste chips, they hear them. The crack becomes part of the flavor. A silent chip feels wrong, even if the ingredients are the same. That means companies are not only designing taste, they are designing texture, timing, volume, and fracture. A chip is built to break correctly, not too hard or chewing becomes work, not too soft or the brain calls it stale. It must collapse at the exact moment pleasure peaks, then vanish before fullness catches up. This is called vanishing caloric density. The phrase was popularized by food scientist Stephen Witherly. The idea is simple and disturbing. If food melts quickly, the brain undercounts it. It feels like less food than it really is. So you keep eating. This is why airy snacks can be so dangerous. They give your mouth drama and your stomach almost no warning. By the time fullness speaks, the bag is already half empty. But worse, the bag itself is part of the machine. Listen to the sound before the first bite. The crinkle tells your brain something is about to happen. The bright color tells your eyes where to look. The open top removes friction. No fork, no plate, no pause. Just hand, mouth, repeat. That loop is worth billions of dollars. In 1965, Frito-Lay and Pepsi-Cola merged. Snacks became part of a larger machine of distribution, advertising, and shelf space. The chip did not just need to taste good, it needed to survive the entire system. It had to be cheap to make, stable in storage, loud in the mouth, and addictive enough to make the next bag feel normal. Then came the supermarket. The snack aisle is not arranged like a pantry. It is arranged like a battlefield for attention. Eye level costs money, end caps cost money. The closer a product gets to your hand, the more valuable it becomes, and once it is in your house, the battle changes. Now the enemy is not hunger, it is boredom, stress, and the tiny silence between two thoughts. The chip is ready for that silence. It does not ask for a decision. It asks for a gesture you have already practiced thousands of times. That is how habit hides inside design. The frightening part is not that chips taste good. Good taste is not a crime. The frightening part is the asymmetry. You bring willpower, they bring laboratories, you bring a craving, they bring chemists, sensory panels, shelf contracts, and advertising budgets. You think the question is, why can't I stop? But the better question is, who benefits when I don't? Because on the other side of your craving, there is a spreadsheet. Every extra handful is data, every empty bag is a signal, every repeat purchase says the design worked, and once you see it, the spell weakens, not because you suddenly become stronger, but because the room is no longer dark. You are not only fighting yourself, you are fighting a product built to feel like an impulse, a factory pretending to be a snack. So the next time your hand goes back into the bag, pause, not forever, just long enough to notice the machine, because the moment you see the mechanism, it stops being magic and becomes a choice again.